I've always had the ability to go see any doctor that I want. Everything that I've needed has been covered. In 2018, we had 2 surgeries. My son had one, my daughter had one, and then in 2019, I had one. I think that the total bill charges were something like $230,000. My name is Allison. I'm 42 years old. I've been married almost 6 years and currently have an almost 4-year-old son and a 2.5-year-old daughter. My son was 2.5 and he had constant tearing of his eyes and kind of chronic repeat infections. So we had taken him to a pediatric eye specialist and he needed tubes in his eyes. And for a mom who's never gone through anything like that before, it was still very nerve-wracking. Once we made it through that ordeal with my son, my not even 2-year-old daughter had a high fever, which we didn't really think much of because my kids get fevers, that's their thing. But then she literally was articulating, "It hurts," which I'd never heard her say before. Again, not even 2, so for her to be verbalizing that something hurt was very concerning to me. They found something, but they weren't sure whether it was related to the bowel or to the appendix, and they made it sound like surgery could be imminent. That was, very difficult to hear and just devastating. In the end, she had appendicitis, or ruptured appendix, but it had formed an infection that basically, it was a 3-centimeter abscess that sealed off the rupture. So if she hadn't have had the abscess, she would have had an appendectomy on the spot. But because she had the abscess, then they treat the infection first, let the body heal, and then we ultimately had an appendectomy, which was 100% covered. When you have health insurance and you know that there's an out-of-pocket max for the year, you know that no matter what happens, you're only going to incur that out-of-pocket max. So it's not like you're going to have all of these crazy, high bills that you have to figure out a way to pay for. As of today, I am happy to report that both my son and my daughter are doing very well. I'm doing great, and I'm very grateful for having come through the other side of the surgery.